Have you ever heard that old saying, when you're old, don't go wandering around visiting people? I used to think it was just one of those outdated pieces of advice, like something my grandma might have said to keep us out of trouble. But then, I met Uncle John. He's 75, with this big warm smile that lights up a room. A few months ago, his granddaughter invited him to her wedding halfway across the state. Guess what? He said no. Not because he didn't love her, he just didn't want to leave home. "I'm good right here," he told me, sipping his coffee on the porch. And that got me wondering, why would someone so full of life choose to stay put? Today, we're diving into that question. Why do people say older folks shouldn't be out visiting all the time? Is it just about creaky joints or tired legs? Or is there something deeper going on? In this video, we'll uncover some surprising reasons, everything from health struggles to the quiet wisdom of solitude. And stick with me, because by the end, you might see aging in a whole new light. It's not just about slowing down. It could be the start of a different kind of adventure. Ready to find out? Let's get started. Aunt Jennifer, 68 years young, used to be the heart and soul of every family gathering. She'd show up with her famous apple pie, laughing and dancing with the kids. But lately, she's been turning down invites, like that picnic her son planned last month. When I asked her why, she gave me this soft, kinda sad smile and said, "Honey, I'm afraid I just can't keep up anymore." That hit me. And it turns out, there's more to it than just feeling a little tired. So why do folks like Aunt Jennifer get told to stay home? First off, it's the body. Jennifer's got arthritis. Every step feels like a battle. Her bones aren't as strong as they used to be, and her immune system, it's not what it was. A simple trip could leave her wiped out or even sick. Did you know people over 65 are twice as likely to fall and get hurt compared to younger folks? That's a big deal. And a big reason families say, "Hey, maybe just rest at home." But it's not just physical, there's something deeper going on in her head too. Jennifer told me, "I don't want my son worrying about me all day." That's a fear lots of older people carry. They don't want to feel like a burden. And new places, they can spark anxiety instead of excitement. Imagine being surrounded by unfamiliar faces, feeling out of place. For Jennifer, staying home feels safer, more in control. But here's the thing, does that mean it's the only option? Let's keep digging. Now let's talk about Uncle Mike. At 72, this guy used to throw the best backyard barbecues. Think burgers sizzling, music blasting, the whole neighborhood packed in. But these days, you'll find him parked by his window with a book, looking as content as can be. I asked him about it once, and he said, "Son, at my age, quiet is the best medicine." It's funny, I always thought being alone meant being lonely. Uncle Mike showed me I was dead wrong. See, as we get older, solitude can become a gift. Mike told me he doesn't need a crowd to feel alive anymore. Being alone gives him space to think, to breathe, to just be. It's not about shutting people out, it's about enjoying his own company. And his priorities have shifted too. He used to host those big parties, but now he'd rather meet a buddy for coffee down the street. It's just enough connection without losing that peace he's come to love. There's another angle here. Mike once mentioned how visiting fancier relatives left him feeling off, like he didn't measure up. At home, he doesn't have to deal with that comparison game. It's his sanctuary. And get this, what we call loneliness isn't boring or depressing for him, it's strength. It's less stress on his body, less noise in his mind. So maybe staying put isn't just hiding away. Maybe it's wisdom we've been overlooking. But hold on. Could there be a way to balance this with still getting out there? Let's find out. Hey, if you're enjoying these stories so far, like Uncle Mike's take on finding peace in solitude, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We're diving deep into life lessons like these every week, and I'd love for you to stick around. Plus, tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. What do you think? Does solitude feel like strength to you? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading every single one. Okay, meet Grandma Linda. She's 70, and every week, rain or shine, she walks 2 blocks to her neighbor's place for a card game. When I asked why she bothers, she grinned and said, "Honey, I'm not letting my body rust or my friends forget me." Linda's onto something, and she's proof you don't have to pick between staying home and living life. Here's how she does it. First, moving keeps her strong. Those little walks, they're not just exercise, they cut her chances of falling and keep her feeling independent. Plus, chatting over cards sharpens her mind. She says arguing about the rules keeps her brain firing on all cylinders, way better than sitting in front of the TV all day. And when her grandkids drop by, that's pure gold. It's not just love, it's a support system for the tough stuff, like doctor visits or big decisions. But it's more than that. Linda loves telling stories, old family tales that light up the kids' eyes. She's passing down wisdom, and it makes her feel alive. Oh, and she's in this little neighborhood club too, just a handful of folks who check in on each other. It's not a big social scene, but it's enough to keep her connected without overwhelming her. Linda's showing us that older folks can still step out, just on their terms, and maybe we can help make that happen. So, what have we learned from Uncle John, Aunt Jennifer, Uncle Mike, and Grandma Linda? Aging comes with real challenges, sore joints, quieter days, a need for peace. But it's not the end of the road. These folks taught me that growing older doesn't mean locking yourself away. It's about finding what works for you. Sure, there are good reasons to stay home sometimes, but there's also a whole world out there waiting, even if it's just a walk down the street. We've got to stop seeing older people as fragile or stuck. They're not. They just need a little push, a little help to keep living fully. So here's my challenge to you. This week, take your grandparents or parents for a stroll. Invite them to coffee, or just sit and listen to their stories. Aging isn't a burden. It's a chance to make memories together. If that hits home for you, drop a comment below, hit that like button, and share this video. Let's spread the word. Older doesn't mean over, it means opportunity. Thanks for watching the Joyful Senior channel, and see you next time.